Are you on the hunt for the perfect Christmas gift? Are you fresh out of ideas and the ideas that you are seeing are way out of price budget? Today I want to share with you a budget-friendly Christmas gift guide for the special people in your life, some ideas that I have used for myself, my own family, my own kids, and maybe some great gifts that will fit your budget and be a hit on Christmas morning. So if you guys are in the market to save some money and buy some great gifts, I got you. Let's jump into this. Hey friends, welcome back. Today is Vlogmas day 7? 7 sounds good. We'll go with that. I don't know anymore. Welcome to Vlogmas. I hope you guys are enjoying the Vlogmas content. Be sure if you are new here to not forget to hit the subscribe button. I am uploading daily videos, hopefully until about the 23rd. That's my goal, is to hit the 23rd. And every day, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I would really love for you guys to make sure you are hitting that notification bell, subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and just leaving a nice comment down below. That will really help me with the algorithm and help me get these videos pushed out a little bit better, because I'm not gonna lie to you, YouTube is just, they don't care about me. I'm just kind of getting lost in the mix of things, and I can really use your help with getting this content pushed out because I try my hardest. But today is going to be all about Christmas gift giving. So I've been watching a lot of videos on ideas on what to get people in my life, and I think these videos are really amazing. I think they have really, really great ideas, but some of the price tags on these items are astronomical. They are completely out of my ballpark. I usually I have a pretty decent sized family. I have 3 children, my husband, my mom, my dad, my sister, my in-laws. I have some cousins, some aunts, some uncles. And if you try to buy the gifts that people are recommending, you're going to be into the thousands by the time Christmas is over. And I refuse, and I suggest you refuse to as well, go into debt for Christmas. Absolutely not. Nope. I suggest paying for Christmas in cash, honey. Just saving up. I usually try to start saving for Christmas in August and do it that way, just because December is a very expensive month. Not only is it Christmas, but it's also 2 of my daughter's birthdays, so we tend to get hit with a pretty hefty price tag. So I like to bargain shop, and even if it wasn't, you know, budget friendly, I just love a good bargain. I love a rush of a good bargain. I'm a Black Friday shopper. I really didn't do too much this year, but I love a good deal. I love hitting the sales. It's my thing. It's a rush. It's like adrenaline for me. So anyways, I have a list of things that I have purchased for some of the people in my life. I'm not going to tell you which ones, maybe like 1 or 2, because I have ears in the cornfield. I used to do like what I got my kids for Christmas videos, but look, my kids can't be trusted. They stay on the internet and they will watch that video. So I will not do those anymore. And yeah, some of my family do watch. Not much, but some of my families do watch some of my videos. So I want to go ahead and share some ideas. Some of these things will be on Amazon. Some of them are going to be in-store purchases. Some of them are going to be sales that I have found that I think are truly worth the bargain for you guys. And I wanted to get this video out because one of these sales is only good, I believe, until this coming weekend. So it's super important that you guys, if you were looking for this stuff, to get into it. So get your pen and paper out. I got my Christmas tree. I know if you guys are gonna wonder, this headband is from Amazon. It was $9.99 and it is a dupe for the Prada headband. The Prada headband I think is like $1,000, maybe $2,000. This was $9.95. Baller. And this is a bodysuit with shoulder pads. This is also from Amazon. Amazon is the place. I'm just giving all my money to Jeff Bezos. Anyways, on to the Christmas guide. Here we go. So the first couple items are going to be for, these are items that I have purchased or that I'm all purchasing for the men in my life. My dad, my husband, my father-in-law, and my brother-in-law. And a couple of my uncles. So the first thing is something I actually did purchase, and I purchased it for Leo for Christmas, but I gave it to him early. So if you guys are new here, Leo is my husband, and he works, he's a meat manager. So Christmas time is super, super busy for him. And so, cause he's, you know, cutting all the meat that we need to make for the holidays, right? And his his work boots tend to get very wet from, you know, cleaning and stuff like that. And you're just like sweating because he's working hard. So he always would come home and leave his boots to dry out in front of like the vents. And I was like, so gross. Finding a boot warmer on Amazon. It sits in my living room. It's not a huge eyesore, and you're able to plug it in. The only thing I will say is there's no on and off switch. You either plug it in or plug it out. But the thing is, it comes with a rack. It's super easy to assemble. You go ahead and put your boots on top, and it will dry the boots. It deodorizes the boots, and it helps inhibit the growth of bacteria on your boots. So when they get ready for work the next day, they're not like super hot where like they're toasty, but they're like a comfortable warm. They're dry and they don't stink. So and it's super affordable. I think it's less than like $50. I think it was like $44. It is an Amazon Prime object, so you're able to get it really quickly, and it's a really great gift. I bought this actually for like every man in my life. I'm not gonna lie, just because I bought it for Leo and he's enjoyed it so much and he highly recommends it, that I was like, look, let me buy it for everyone, because all the men in my life wear work boots. So every man in my life is going to get one, just saying. But I recommend it, especially if you need one of those. And maybe you work in like a hospital. I remember my shoes used to get like kind of wet because I was, you know, running, you know, and they get musty. And even if it's like just, you know, you live in somewhere cold or something, you know what I mean? You need some clean, dry work boots that are nice and toasty warm, that don't stink like cheese. That's what you need. Okay, on to the next one. Heated gloves or heated socks. So the heated socks would not work for any of the men, I think, in my life, because they tend to run warm. But the heated gloves I thought were a really great option for those of our significant others who worked outside. For example, my dad is a field mechanic. He works on, you know, heavy machinery and stuff like that outdoors, and it gets significantly cold here in Chicago. And when it's that cold and we have cold snaps, that tends to be when the machines go down. So my dad has to go out there and get them started and, you know, give them all the oil and get them going again. Shout out to the local 150 men. That's my daddy. And I seen these and I thought they were really great. They are a little bit significantly priced. They're about $100. But, you know, they work better than the, you know, the pocket warmers or anything like that. And they're USB cords. You're able to charge them in like the car and stuff like that. You would do your cell phone, and it doesn't make them overly toasty. It just keeps them nice and warm. And if they're out in, you know, if they're hunters or anything like that, I think these are really great options. And it's a gift that they can use, and it's not just something they'll look at and like toss away in a few months. This is something that they can use throughout the years and will be a great addition to actually being a functional gift for them. Another thing would be Carhartt hats. Now I know that Carhartt hats are now trendy because I actually want one, but and my husband and my dad are like, you don't even, what? Why would you want one? And I know it's usually for construction and they're super trendy. They do sell them at like Dick's Sporting Goods and stuff like that, and on Amazon. Amazon's really expensive. Dick's is only $16.99. Amazon, they go up in price. But I think they're a really great item. They're super warm. They're trendy, and they'll keep them warm as well. And if they tend to have like the Carhartt jackets, if you guys were looking for Carhartt jackets, I always recommend looking at like Marshall's. I remember I got like Carhartt jackets for like 5 people a few years ago at Marshall's, and they were only $45. So always check Marshall's and like go through the men's section because they usually have some really great finds. But the Carhartt hats I think are really cute and trendy. Another thing would be AirPods. Now, AirPods have been on sale depending on what generation you would want. So I got Leo a pair of AirPods, and he uses them for the gym. We got them for my dad, and he uses them for the gym as well, but he also uses them while he's driving, and they're able just to keep like one in so they don't have to worry about like picking up their phone and stuff like that. So they, depending on the generation, if you want like the traditional like generation 3 AirPod, or if you want the Pro, they will vary from price from $100 to upwards of like $180. I know Walmart and Target have kind of competing sales on them. I would recommend, if you guys could, just take either your phone or the ad to whatever store you're going to go to and use the competitor's price, and they tend to match it, so you don't have to go shopping at like 15 different stores. I will always go to the service desk and be like, hey, these are the AirPods. Walmart has them for $99 and yours are marked for $129, and Target always price matches for me. I don't know if it's my location, but they will price match, and it'll keep you from making multiple trips to different stores, especially during these crazy times. One more thing is going to be shoes, more specifically Jordans. Now, I know not every person or every man in your life is a gym shoe fanatic or a sneakerhead as they're called, but my husband is, and I like to get nice shoes for my dad for the gym as well. My dad has actually been coming more into gym shoes, and I think most men will appreciate a good pair of gym shoes. Now, if you don't want to do Jordans, you don't have to, but you also need to remember Nike has some amazing utility boots. And I will say that the utility boots are really great condition and they can really withstand a punch. I've actually bought a pair for my dad and my father-in-law for Christmas a few years ago, and I even bought them for my kids, and they use them as snow boots. And again, we live in Chicago, so we get super cold and we get a lot of snow, and they were able to keep their feet not only warm but dry, and they're comfortable enough to wear as a everyday boot, but they still have the functionality of a winter boot. So what I do suggest is getting the Nike app. With the Nike app, you're able to go ahead, and they have a lot of sales, or what they call it, like little spur sales, or like flash up sales, and you're able to get like 10-20% off. Or I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of the shoes that they sell in store are significantly cheaper on the Nike app. So if you are also a sneakerhead and you are into the new drops of shoes, you're able to get notified from Nike. For example, I think a new pair is coming out tomorrow, the gray new Jordans that are about to come out. Now, if you had the sneakers app, you were able to get them last week, but if you have the Nike app, you're able to get them on Nike tomorrow. And they're the same price, I think like $185 or something like that for men's Jordans. But I don't own any Jordans, but Leo is a fan. So it's a lot cheaper to get from Nike when they're released and you get notified through them, in opposed to getting them from like GOAT or I forget what other one, StockX and stuff like that, where I bought Leo gym shoes before. I actually bought him a pair of Griffey's from there, and they were like super expensive, but StockX is significantly more than like a Nike app. So again, I know it's not for everyone with like Jordans or like sneakers like that, but if you were looking for a good pair of like boots for them, I do recommend. If you were looking for a good pair of like work boots, I know a lot of people will say Timberland Pro and Red Wing. I will say this, my dad again is not only is he heavy machinery mechanic, he does welding, and my husband is a butcher, and I bought the Pros for him and I bought Red Wing, and neither one of them had lasted longer than 6 months. The shoes that I have found that have lasted the longest were the Texas Steers from Kmart. If you're able to find them, I think I found mine. Some places, I think Kmart still is online in certain stores, and they also have them on Amazon. The Texas Steers steel toes have usually last Leo, if we get the insoles put in, because he is flat-footed, usually lasts about a year. And we're able to change them out that way, and they're about $50. So we usually just we'll buy 2 at a time and buy them for him. Same thing goes with my dad. Red Wing and the Timberland Pros do not seem to last at all with the water and the welding and stuff like that. Leo is a fan of the Timberlands, the high, like what are they, like the 6-inch ones, but those are never on sale, and those are always quite expensive. I did luck out a few times to find them at Marshall's, but for the most part, they're very expensive. Now thinking about the women in your life, and this is one of the things I wanted to let you guys know. Sephora. Sephora is having a huge sale up until the 15th where you get an additional 20% off your entire purchase. And if you buy the Sephora products, those are 30% off. So this is now the time to buy for whoever it is in your life. If you were looking for like perfumes, I would suggest, I have quite a few written down here for you guys. This will be the perfect time because you will never get perfumes on sale. I don't really recommend getting like gift sets and stuff like that because I always feel like the gift set stuff is kind of garbage. Like I've never been one to use like the body wash or the lotion that it came with. I would rather just pay the full price, like pay like that same price and just get a larger bottle of the perfume, to be honest. But you know, you do use, some people really like getting the gift sets. If you guys were looking for some perfumes, I have some really great options that I've written down. One will be either Chanel Chance or Chanel Gabrielle the Essence. I think those ones are beautiful, very flowery, like feminine smells. I like those, like the warm florals. That's kind of my signature scents that I like. Again, you're able to use that sale on anything in your whole entire purchase. So this is now the time. If you were waiting to get some of these, you won't get this deal again anywhere else, and it's only to the 15th. Another perfume is YSL Libre. Just the regular Libre, not the Intense. That one smells really good. One of my favorites is Juliette has a gun in the PEARS ink. It smells absolutely beautiful. It's a great everyday perfume. I love that whole brand. Another one will be Replica. Replica is still really expensive. I like pretty much anything from Replica. I think they're really great. But again, those bottles are about $130. So now is the time if you were looking to buy that for somebody, you could save yourself some cash. And the last one is the Valentino Milan, but the pink one. That's another very flowery, feminine scent. If you were looking to buy any, like maybe some skincare or something for like some self-care for people, this is the time where you can get the Drunk Elephant. Highly recommend their stuff. I think it's really, really great. You could also get anything from Fenty. I mean, there's a huge line of just about anything at Sephora. Hair products, beauty products, perfumes. If you're looking for cologne for men, there's the one from YSL that I bought for Leo that smells really good. Chanel Blue is really nice. I mean, I feel like you can never go wrong with a perfume or a cologne for anyone. And this is the time because you could finally save yourself some cash on it. And then you're also able to use that money and you'll get points, and then you can get the little freebies too, which is always a bonus. Another thing that I think would be a really great gift for someone is a heated blanket. Now, I bought one for us. I got mine at Walmart. They're about 30 bucks. And I believe they're still on sale, and they're from the Brookstone brand. And my mom was like, oh my God, you cannot have that. I remember in the 80s, people's houses were burning down. It is not those same blankets. They're very, very nice. They're like a minky blanket, and they don't get as hot, and they have a timer on them, so they will shut off. So not to worry, you're not gonna burn down the house or yourself, okay? They're safe. The thing that I found that I thought would be a really great gift for the busy mom, the teachers, or anybody like that in your life, or for yourself, is the mug warmer plate. So it's basically a little hot plate you keep around, and you're able to put your coffee mug on top, and it keeps your coffee warm. I was thinking of those for the new moms or the moms with young babies who are always warming up their coffees in the microwave. Once my coffee gets cold and it has to go in the microwave, I just toss it because I don't like the way it tastes reheated. So I thought the flat plate, I actually just ordered 3 of them for some people in my life to leave those on top, and they could just keep their coffee warm if they're, you know, working or whatever. Maybe they're a work from home family now, and Benny came to say hi, and they were able to keep it warm. So that is a great idea. Another thing that I thought was a really great idea that I may have purchased for some of the people in my life is the Marquette. Is it Marquette? It's on Amazon. It is a no chip nail system. I will leave all this stuff as I can and link to my Amazon store. And it's really, really nice. It comes with the UV lights, and it comes with the top coat, the base coat, and a selection of nail polishes. Now, when you order from the one that I purchased, that I will leave links, you're able to order a different shade. So you can do purples, blues, pinks, reds, shimmers, you know, greens. You know, they give you a little choice. You can go ahead, it's under 30 bucks, and you can do an at-home mani. So these are for the people who maybe are just getting into doing some self-care, maybe for yourself, and you want to save some money, but you still really like to have your nails done. You can do a no-chip mani, a no-chip pedi, and maybe even, you know, add a few more things in there depending on your budget. If you wanted to get like some cuticle oil, some cuticle softener, maybe some of the tools, and they're able to do a whole mani pedi at home. So that is a really great idea, super affordable, and you can really go as big or as minimal with this gift. Now, lastly, I wanted to talk about the children or the younger folks in your life. Now, these gifts can vary depending on your price budget and on their ages. So, for example, one of the gifts that I have on here is a hoverboard. Now, hoverboards when they came out were a couple $100s. I think they were like $300-400 a few years ago, and they have gone down significantly where you can get a hoverboard now for less than $100. Of course, this is to be bought at your own discretion, you know, depending on how old the kid is, you know, what their parents say, if you're afraid they're going to get hurt, whatever the case may be. But it is also a good way to get them out of the house. So I've been trying to buy gifts for my kids that will keep them outdoors. I mean, obviously right now we can't do much of that because our weather is changing, but come springtime, they'll have stuff to do to keep them busy and keep them entertained outdoors, because let's face it, these kids were in the house for entirely too long. So when I seen the hoverboards, I thought that was a really good idea. Another thing would be bicycles. For a long time, bicycles were out of stock because everybody was buying them due to the quarantine. They're finally in stock, and I feel like they got a ton in, so they're very affordable right now. And another one to add to that list would be scooters. Scooters are another thing that will keep them outdoors, keep them busy, and they can do the trike e-bike scooters, depending on if they're a little bit younger, or you can do the ones that are older and they're like the Razor ones. You can do them where they have like a little engine and they could fly down the street. You can go as big or as minimal with however much your budget is or however old the child that you are purchasing for is. Another thing that my girls recently have gotten for their birthday, and they loved it, and I actually want to get one for myself, and my oldest daughter wants one because I think they are awesome, is the InstaPic cameras. Now, if you were an 80s baby such as myself, you will remember the good old Polaroid pictures, and I loved a good Polaroid picture. And my mom went ahead and bought the girls these Polaroid cameras, and I thought they were super cute. They were on sale for at Walmart for Black Friday, and I think for Black Friday she got them for $35 each. They are now around $45 to $55, and these are just like a little kit. They come with additional frames and, you know, little fun things to do like that. The thing is you are going to have an additional expense with the film. I have found that they have a 60 pack of film at Target for $35, which isn't too bad, or you can do, I think it's for 120 film strips, I think it's $60 on Amazon, depending on how you want to go. But I would suggest, if you're going to buy the camera, maybe to buy some additional film to go with it. I think it's really fun to get people to take those pictures and you don't have to worry about the developed, and it's just like an instant gratification, and it's just, I like it because what I think is so cool is we're actually going back in time and stepping away from so much technology and just going back to some simpler times, and I love that. And my daughters got them for their birthday, and they were taking pictures with everyone, and they came out so cute. So I actually think I'm gonna pick up one, and I'm gonna buy some more film for the other ones, and I'm gonna buy one for my oldest daughter because she would really enjoy it with her friends. So definitely recommend. It is really, really cute, and I think it'll be a really great gift for anybody, any age. Another thing that my kids like, now, depending on your age group, it's going to vary. My daughters are, well, one will be 8 this week, 8, 12, and 17. And it's hard for me to find games or things for them to do all at the same time. What they have gotten into are true crime games. So they have some like, kind of like Clue, but a little bit more where you have to put together the pieces and you're kind of like a detective. They have a couple different games like that at Target. And they're able to actually sit down together and they work together. Another game that they really do like is Monopoly. Now, I do like playing Monopoly, but we always end up fighting and someone's feelings are always hurt. So honestly, I really don't suggest that game because feelings are they really do get hurt. But the true crime games are always a hit, and they do have them. You could also do that one that Bailey Syrian's always posting about, like how to get away with murder or something like that. But that one's really expensive, so I've never ordered that one. Another thing would be a gaming system. We did buy our kids the Nintendo DS, and they love it. They still play with it. The games aren't too expensive as opposed to like an Xbox. What we ended up doing, and I've even played it, I actually beat the Mario Brothers game. I'm an old school like Nintendo fan, so I love Mario Brothers. And you can get as many controllers and you can do a bunch of games, and it is a really fun way to keep them occupied and busy during the winter, and they're able to play together and like get off their phones, get off their devices, and kind of come together as a family. You know, not ideal because a lot of people don't like electronics, but you know, it is what it is, and it's something that they can do together and they're not fighting as much. Another thing that I thought was really cool that is coming back, and I think it's super awesome, and I think this is good for all ages, is a record player. The girls may or may not have all gotten a record player, and Rory already has one, and some records. What's really cool though, I think, about the record player is my dad still has his original vinyls, and he actually lets the girls go through them and they're able to play. As you know, a lot of bands have came back in style since, you know, TikTok and all that stuff. So for example, Fleetwood Mac is really a big hit with my daughter and her teenage friends. So my daughter's a junior in high school, and everybody's a big fan of Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. I know a lot of them actually thought that Stevie Nicks was like a new singer, and I was like, what? So my dad is a huge Fleetwood Mac fan. Okay, yeah. My dad is a huge Fleetwood Mac fan. My sister was actually named after a Fleetwood Mac song. Her name is Rhiannon. So it's really crazy to kind of see like the popularity and to see all this stuff. And you're able actually to, I will take the girls, I actually took Rhea to the thrift store, and the thrift store has a lot of records, and you're able to go through them. And I think she found a Beatles one, and she found a Bangles one and stuff like that. So it was really cool. They do sell a lot of new albums also on albums, which are they're not the cheapest, but you're able to get some of them on sale during these times at like Walmart and stuff like that. And if you also look at Aldi does have some records on sale too for less than $20. So it's crazy to me that they're actually taking a step back again with technology, but they're making it expensive. It's wild. It's like they're reinventing the wheel and they're charging more for it. It's crazy, but these are the times we live in. So hopefully these ideas gave you some quick inspiration, or maybe some ideas that triggered another idea for you guys or something like that. Do not forget, if you guys were looking for anything from Sephora, this would be the time to go ahead and get that, because that sale is going to end and they don't really offer these sales, and that coupon use is only one time only. So if you're using your account, it's only going to be able to use one time only. So make sure if you're going in there, go in there with a list. I made the ultimate mistake and used it yesterday, and I tried to do it again today to like buy the other things, and I couldn't because I only was able to use it once, and I was like, so definitely check them out. Let me know down below, what are you guys giving? What gift do you think that everybody would love, or some good gift ideas that you have down below? Because some of us need help. We need help, and as much stuff as I can link in my Amazon store, I will. And yeah, so, and I will actually type out all the perfumes down below as well, so you guys can go ahead and check them out and give you guys some ideas. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday, and I will see you tomorrow for our next day of Vlogmas. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, friends!